Hey guys, so in this video I kind of wanted to do an update on, I guess, my life and the channel, what I see for the future, kind of where it's going right now, and then I also wanted to ask you guys what you want to see in the future as well. So the first thing that I want to say is I'm currently in a rental car because my car is getting fixed. I got into a car accident last weekend. I was rear-ended by another person, and basically that's being taken care of by their insurance because I obviously did not, well, maybe not obviously, but I didn't play a role in this accident in the sense that it wasn't my fault in any means. So that's being taken care of, and then I am in kind of a limbo state, and you guys may have noticed, I think you guys have noticed because I've been posting a lot lately. The reason why I've been posting so many interviews and kind of keeping it up, keeping a little too much consistency, and I know that is very overwhelming. I understand if you were very overwhelmed by as many interviews and stuff I was doing this past weekend, but my reasoning for this is I'm in a limbo, and what I mean by a limbo is I'm basically about to move into a new house. When I originally moved to South Carolina in late June, I thought that we would be moving into our new house late July because that's when we were supposed to originally move there. Unfortunately, because of just the nature of those kind of things, if you're in construction and all that stuff, you will have a better idea of this, or if you've built a new house, basically it's still not 100% finished. We are going to move in the middle of the month, so like the week of, I think like right before Christmas. So I think we're going to move either the 19th or the 20th, which would be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. And that being said, it will be also the holidays. My sister my sister comes back to visit from Japan during the holidays, so hopefully I'll be able to film something with her because I really would like to. But apart from that, when I say I'm in limbo, it's basically meaning that I feel like I have so many ideas for this channel. In fact, I don't feel like I do. I know that I have a lot of ideas written down. And this past little while, I have been trying to bide my time in a sense because a lot of the videos I really want to put out that are more creative or more typology related, apart from the interviews, I wanted to do them justice in the sense that I wanted to have a little bit more higher quality video and even potentially put some editing into that video. I'm not really concerned about the editing, but I'm more concerned about having a nicer layout than just a car, for example. And because of the place that we're living in right now, you know, it isn't, in my eyes, the most ideal place to film. And plus, I don't get much free time during the week, or at least where it is daylight hours, because, for example, right now, I am filming during my lunch break during work. Some of you guys know that. I do work full-time. I work full-time during the week, 8:30 to 5:30, so Monday through Friday, so it can be a little bit challenging to come home and live in very close quarters with my mother and I know she wants to see me, so, and we also go on a walk with Henry and stuff. So anyways, those excuses aside, I don't really want to make excuses. That's why I've been posting videos in my car. And I understand that these videos are not going to be the videos that are going to be like, wow, look at this person, like, I absolutely love their channel and I'm going to subscribe. That's not really the reason I'm making these videos. Yeah, maybe some people may subscribe from these videos, maybe some people will watch these videos. The reason I'm doing this is I want to keep consistency, and it's kind of training me for when I do move into the house and I have the things that I've been dreaming about as far as my channel, or this channel, and the way I want it to be run and the way I want it to look, or look. And that was just stupid, but I will kind of be a little bit more strategic isn't the word, really. I just will be a little bit more scheduled with how I do things once we're in the new house. That being said, the interviews, to me, I find the interviews very interesting, and I know they can be very intense, especially the one with Jonas, the Awakened INFJ. That was 3 hours and over 40 minutes long, so that's very, like, intimidating. That's a really long video, and in fact we actually talked for over 2 hours after that. So that's, you know, I can understand people looking at that and be like, whoa. And then I ended up doing a ton more videos over this past weekend that altogether, well, within a 24-hour period, I think I did over 12 hours worth of interviews. So that was a bit intense. It was also draining. Also because of recent events with my breakup. Even though it was my decision, it doesn't mean that I don't get upset by that. I have cried a lot about it. And you may not always see it on camera. I have cried on camera, obviously. But you don't see what's happening behind closed doors. And I think most people understand that, but some people don't. And I know that when you hear that someone broke up with the other person, you don't really feel sympathy for the person that did the breaking up with, because especially if you don't know why they broke up, or if you know the other person, or you think you know the other person, and whatever. Basically, I don't feel like I need to justify myself in that, but I know that I think I did overdo a lot of the interviews and videos because I was trying to not think about that, and I kind of just worked instead of kind of really sitting with those thoughts. And so this past weekend kind of hit me after all those interviews, and it was a little intense. So I don't really think I'll ever do that again, where I'm posting that many interviews at once. But I do want to continue doing those interviews, because those interviews are not something where I'm like, oh, this is gonna get 1 million views. These interviews, to me, the reason why I'm so passionate about making these interviews and talking to all of these people, is I really want, you know, maybe it's not now, but in the future, when people are looking back and searching things about whatever type, and they really want to see those types in action, they can click on those interviews and see them, and they can use them as examples if they're trying to help type someone. And I know that not all of them are the most accurate depictions of certain types, but I think what's really interesting about those interviews is you get a different viewpoint of how maybe an INFJ is, or an INFp, or an ISTP, or whatever the person is. You get the variations because everybody's different in some way. And even though certain types may, well, share a cognitive similarity, behavioral differences, lifestyle differences, nature and nurture, all of those things can play a role, and it's very interesting to see those things, and even gender, and culture and all of that stuff. You see that, and you see it, you can put it through this lens, but also see that these people are, even though they share the same personality in theory, they are different and they have these unique qualities, but they also have similarities, which I find very interesting. That being said, going into the new house and what you guys can roughly expect in 2019. I personally think 2019 is going to be a huge year, at least for the type of videos I'm gonna I guess put out. I have so many ideas, and some of them are kind of short film-esque, artsy film type videos, and I really want to marry a few ideas together, where that comes into psychology, typology, personal development, lifestyle, and just kind of individuality, in the sense of making these kind of short films that not only speak to other people, but also are kind of personal for my experience or other people's experiences that I may or may not know, and also kind of capture, sorry, I don't know what word I was trying to say, capture some certain things that may be unique to me in the sense of where I live right now. I want to do some videos on, I don't know, my favorite coffee shops, and do it in a way that's more artistic, but also captures the essence of those places. And that's just a random thing. I also want to talk about traveling and, other things that I'm interested in. And I'm hoping to mix these things all together. And I know those are very broad topics in many senses. But what I will probably do is have a set schedule of maybe, I want to try to do at least 5 videos a week, but at the very least, I would like to do 3 videos a week. And with these videos, I'm going to have a set time. I don't know what time I will do, but there will be a set time, and there will also be a kind of, you'll get an idea of what style video is going to be premiering that day. So whether it's going to be more of an interview type style video, typology type, lifestyle, artistic, whatever it is, I'll make it very clear which days are going to be focused on whatever part of that is, just so there's some kind of organization with it. That being said, I would love to hear some ideas from you guys. I have a lot of typology ideas, and even ideas that you guys have told me months ago. I still am holding on to those ideas. I have them written down, and they're going to be coming out in this next year. So apart from typology related videos, if you really feel compelled to write a typology related video that you want to see, please write it. There's a chance that I may have already written it down, but it's better to tell me rather than assume that I have. But also, any type of video you guys want to see, whether that is, as superficial or silly, which I don't think of it as superficial or silly, but because I actually am interested by these kind of things too, even though it's not necessarily stuff I post right now. Whether you guys want to see like a room tour, for example, or, what kind of things are in my diet, which that's gonna change when we move into the new house, or like lifestyle type stuff, or whether you want to talk about more serious things, or if you have any personal development type related content you want to see. Any kind of thing you want to see, just basically tell me in the comments below. You can message me if you don't want to write it in the comments below. I think I check Instagram DMs and emails the most. And my email is in the description box, but it's pucokie2@gmail.com. So hopefully that made sense, and I hope that you guys you feel like you're kind of caught up with everything as far as this situation goes. If you guys have any other questions about this channel, or about me, or about whatever else, leave it in the comments below as well. So that being said, I will see you in my next video, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Bye.